Book Talk, Pete's Big Lunch. Imagine being so hungry that a regular sandwich just won't cut it. That's exactly what happens to Pete in Pete's Big Lunch. In this fun and silly story, Pete is ready for lunch, but his sandwich just keeps growing and growing. He starts with bread, fish, and some basics like tomato and mayo, but it doesn't stop there. Pete adds all sorts of things, from apples and crackers to ice cream and hot dogs. But there's a problem. His sandwich becomes way too big to eat by himself. So what does Pete do? He comes up with a brilliant idea. He calls all of his friends to help him enjoy his enormous creation. And guess what? They all dig in and share the sandwich together, showing us that sharing is not just cool, it's also a lot of fun. Pete's Big Lunch is a perfect story for young readers who love humor and creative thinking. It's a great way to start a conversation about sharing, being generous, and how sometimes the best meals are the ones we share with friends. Plus, with its simple language and playful illustrations, this book is a joy to read aloud. So if you're looking for a story that's as satisfying as a big sandwich, give Pete's Big Lunch a try. You might even be inspired to make your own sandwich, but maybe not as big as Pete's. This talk highlights the fun aspects of the story and encourages readers to dive into Pete's quirky lunch adventure. Here comes Pete. It is lunchtime. Pete is ready to eat. What should Pete eat? A sandwich would be nice. Yes, Pete wants a sandwich. Pete opens the fridge. He takes out a loaf of bread. He finds a yummy fish. He adds tomato and mayo. Pete looks at his sandwich. It is too small. Something is missing. Pete knows what it needs. His sandwich needs an apple. Pete loves apples. Scat. His sandwich needs crackers. Crackers are crunchy. Pete loves crunchy crackers. Pete looks at his sandwich again. It is still too small. Pete is very hungry. Pete adds a pickle. Pete adds cheese. Pete adds an egg, 2 hot dogs, a banana, and a can of beans. Something is missing. Pete adds ice cream. He takes 3 huge scoops. Pete's sandwich is too big for Pete to eat. Pete wonders what to do. Pete thinks and thinks. I've got it, Pete says. Pete calls all of his friends. He asks them to come over. Everyone goes to Pete's house. They're all very hungry. Pete shows them his big lunch. Are you hungry? Asks Pete. Pete's sandwich is big enough for everyone. Dig in, says Pete. Pete's sandwich is good. Pete's sandwich is very good. Pete's sandwich is all gone. Pete's friends are full. They liked Pete's big lunch. Thanks for lunch, Pete's friends say. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Pete says. Sharing is cool. I'll read the story as if I were a parent reading it aloud to a child. Here comes Pete. It is lunchtime. Pete is ready to eat. What should Pete eat? A sandwich would be nice. Yes, Pete wants a sandwich. Pete opens the fridge. He takes out a loaf of bread. He finds a yummy fish. He adds tomato and mayo. But wait, Pete looks at his sandwich. It is too small. Something is missing. Pete knows what it needs. His sandwich needs an apple. Pete loves apples. His sandwich needs crackers. Crackers are crunchy. Pete loves crunchy crackers. Pete looks at his sandwich again. It is still too small. Pete is very hungry. Pete adds a pickle. Pete adds cheese. Pete adds an egg, 2 hot dogs, a banana, and a can of beans. But something is still missing. What could it be? Pete adds ice cream. He takes 3 huge scoops. Oh no. Pete's sandwich is too big for Pete to eat. Pete wonders what to do. Pete thinks and thinks. I've got it, Pete says. Pete calls all of his friends. He asks them to come over. Everyone goes to Pete's house. They are all very hungry. Pete shows them his big lunch. Are you hungry? Asks Pete. Pete's sandwich is big enough for everyone. Dig in, says Pete. Pete's sandwich is good. Pete's sandwich is very good. Pete's sandwich is all gone. Pete's friends are full. They liked Pete's big lunch. Thanks for lunch, Pete's friends say. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Pete says. Sharing is cool. Here are 3 comprehension questions with possible answers for Pete's big lunch. 1. What does Pete decide to make for lunch? Answer. Pete decides to make a sandwich for lunch. 2. Why does Pete keep adding more ingredients to his sandwich? Answer. Pete adds more ingredients because his sandwich feels too small and he is very hungry. What does Pete do when his sandwich becomes too big to eat by himself? Pete invites all of his friends to come over and share the big sandwich with him.